Good morning students. In today's mathematics session, we will continue with chapter 3, playing with numbers. In today's session, we will learn what is LCM or lowest common multiple and how to find the lowest common multiple of given numbers. So, let us see what is lowest common multiple or LCM. Children, LCM of two or more given numbers is the lowest or smallest of their common multiples. Let us look at this example to understand this. Let's find the LCM of 4 and 8. So, let's write the multiples of 4. What are they? They are 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36 and so on. And what are the multiples of 8? They are 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48 and so on. Now, what are the common multiples of 4 and 8? They are 8, 16, 24, 32 and we can find more. So, the common multiples of 4 and 8 are 8, 16, 24, 32 and so on. And we can see the lowest or the smallest among these common multiples is 8. So, the lowest common multiple of 4 and 8 is 8. Now, let's look at the methods to find out the LCM of the given numbers. Children, there are two methods. They are prime factorization method and common division method. Let's understand what is prime factorization method. Children, in this method, we prime factorize the given numbers and find their prime factors, and we see which prime factor occurs a maximum number of times in the prime factorization of the number, and then we multiply and find their LCM. So, let's do the prime factorization of 24. We divide by the smallest prime number, that is 2. We get 12. 12 twos is 24. Then again 12 can be divided by 2. We get 6. 6 can again be divided by 2. We get 3. And 3 divides itself. We get 1. So, what is prime factorization of 24? It is 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. Similarly, we prime factorize 90. We divide 90 by 2, the lowest prime number, and we get 45. Then 45 cannot be divided by 2. So, we move on to the next prime factor, that is 3. 3 divides 45, we get 15. And 15 can again be divided by 3, we get 5. And 5 divides itself, we get 1. So, what is prime factorization of 90? It is 2 into 3 into 3 into 5. Now, we will see which prime factor occurs maximum number of times in the prime factorization of a number. So, in the prime factorization of 24, we can see that the prime factor 2 occurs maximum number of times, that is 3 times. And 3 occurs maximum number of times in the prime factorization of 90. And then we have 5. So, we will multiply 2 into 2 into 2 and 3 into 3 and 5. And we get 360. So, LCM of 24 and 90 is 360. Now, let's understand what is common division method. Children, common division method is the more common method to find the LCM of two or more numbers. In this, we first write the given numbers in a row like this. We write them in a row like this, and then we start dividing by the smallest prime number, which either divides both the numbers or any one of the numbers. So, here 2 can divide both the numbers 24 and 90. We get 12 and 45. Now, among 12 and 45, only 12 can be divided by 2. So, again we divide, we take 2 as the prime factor and we divide 12 and we get 6. And 45 we will write as such in the next row. 6 can be divided by 2. So, we take 2 and we divide 6 and we get 3. We will continue dividing with the same prime factor till we have no multiples of the smallest prime factor. Then we have 3 and 45. So, 3 can divide, the next prime number can divide 3 and 45 both. So we get 1 and 15 here. Again we take the prime number 3 to divide 15 and we get 5 here in the next row. And 5 can be divided by itself, we get 1. Till we get 1, we go on dividing by the prime numbers. And then we multiply all the prime factors here like this, all these prime factors to get the LCM. So the LCM of 24 and 90 will be 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 5. When we multiply these prime factors, we get 360. So LCM of 24 and 90 is 360. Children, let's revise some of the important points regarding LCM of the numbers. LCM of two numbers is always greater than or equal to the larger number. If we have two numbers like 4 and 8, the LCM of these two numbers will be always equal to 8 or the larger number, or it will be greater than the larger number. Then if two numbers are given and one number is the factor of the other, then LCM of the two numbers is the larger number. Suppose we have two numbers 2 and 6. 2 is the factor of 6. So in this case 6 will be the LCM of these two numbers. The next point is LCM of two co-prime numbers is equal to the product of two numbers. So LCM of two co-prime numbers will be the product of these numbers. Suppose we have to find the LCM of 3 and 5. 3 and 5 are two co-prime numbers. So their LCM will be 3 into 5, that will be 50. Children, let's start solving the problems of exercise 3.7. These problems are based on the concept of HCF and LCM. So let's read the problem carefully and then decide what we have to do and then solve the problem. So let's look at the first problem. Renu purchases 2 bags of fertilizer of weights 75 kg and 69 kg. Find the maximum value of weight which can measure the weight of the fertilizer exact number of times. So what we have to do? We have to find the maximum value of weight which can measure these weights exact number of times. So to find the maximum value, what we have to do? We have to find the HCF of 75 and 69. So let's do that. Let's do the prime factorization of 75 and 69. So we divide 75 cannot be divided by 2. So we move on to the next prime factor, that is 3. 3 divides 75 and we get 25. 25 can be divided by the next prime number, that is 5. 5 5s are 25 and 5 divides itself, we get 1. So the prime factorization of 75 is 3 into 5 into 5. Now we next move on to the next number, that is 69, and do the prime factorization. 69 can be divided by 3, so we get 23, and 23 is a prime number, we get 1. 23 divides itself, we get 1. So what is the prime factorization of 69? It is 3 into 23. Now what are the common factors here? That is 3. So the HCF is 3. So 3 kg is the maximum weight which can measure the weight of the fertilizer exact number of times. Problem number 2. 3 boys step off together from same spot. Their steps measure 63 centimeter, 70 centimeter and 77 centimeter respectively. What is the minimum distance each should cover so that all can cover this distance in complete steps? So what we have to do? To find the minimum distance, we have to find the LCM of 63, 70 and 77. So let's do that. For finding the LCM of these three numbers, what we do? We write them in a row. We write 63, 70 and 77 in a row and start dividing by the smallest prime number, that is 2. 2 can divide 70. So in the next row we get 63, 35 and 77. Now 63 can be divided by the next prime number, that is 3. So we get 21, and 35 and 77 we write as such in the next row. Now 21 can again be divided by 3. So we get 7 here, and 7, 35 and 77. Now we move on to the next prime number, that is 5, because 5 can divide 35. So in the next row we get 7, 7 and 77. Now we can move on to the next prime number, that is 7, which divides all these 3 numbers. So we get 1, 1 and 11. And 11 divides 11, we get 1 in the last row. So to find the LCM of 63, 70 and 77, we will multiply all these prime factors. So let's do that. 2 into 3 into 3 into 5 into 7 into 11. When we multiply these numbers, we get 6930. So 6930 centimeter is the minimum distance each should cover, so that all can cover distance in complete steps. Now let's move on to the next problem. The length, breadth and height of a room are 825 centimeter, 675 centimeter and 450 centimeter respectively. Find the longest tape which can measure the 3 dimensions of the room exactly. So what we have to do to find the measure of the longest tape, what we have to do? We have to find the HCF of these 3 numbers, that is 825, 675 and 450. So let's do that. Let's do the prime factorization of these numbers. 825, first we divide it by the lowest prime number. It cannot be divided by the lowest prime number 2. So we move on to the next prime number 3. 3 divides 825, we get 275. Now 275 cannot be divided by 3. So we move on to the next prime number, that is 5. 5 divides 275, we get 55. 55 can again be divided by 5 and we get 11. 11 divides itself, we get 1. So the prime factorization of 825 is 3 into 5 into 5 into 11. Similarly, we prime factorize the next number, that is 675. 675 can be divided by the prime number 3. So we divide it by 3, we get 225. 225 can again be divided by 3 and we get 75. 75 can again be divided by 3, we get 25. Now 25 can be divided by the next prime number, that is 5. 5 5s are 25, so we get 5 here. And 5 divides itself and we get 1. Similarly, we prime factorize the next number, that is 450. 450 can be divided by the lowest prime number 2. So we divide it by 2 and we get 225. 225 can be divided by 3, we get 75. 75 can again be divided by 3, we get 25. 25 can be divided by the next prime number, that is 5. So 5 5s are 25. And 5 can be divided by itself, we get 1. So what are the prime factorizations of these 3 numbers? 825 is equal to 3 into 5 into 5 into 11. And 675 is equal to 3 into 3 into 3 into 5 into 5. And 450 is equal to 2 into 3 into 3 into 5 into 5. Now we will find the common factors among them. So we can see that 3 is common among these 3 numbers. Then 5 and again another 5. So we multiply 3 and 5 and 5. When we multiply these 3 numbers, we get 75 centimeters. So the longest tape that is required to measure the dimensions, 3 dimensions of the room exactly, is 75 centimeter. Now let's look at the next problem. Determine the smallest 3-digit number which is exactly divisible by 6, 8 and 12. So, to find the smallest number exactly divisible by 6 and 8 and 12, what we do? We find the LCM of these three numbers. So, let's do that. Let's find the LCM of 6, 8 and 12. So, what we do? We start dividing by the smallest prime number, that is 2, and we get 3, 4 and 6 in the next row. Then again 4 and 6 can be divided in this row by 2. So, we again take 2 and divide 4 and 6, we get 3, 2 and 3 in the next row. Still we have a multiple of 2 here in this row. See, so again we take 2 and divide 2 with itself, and in the next row we get 3, 1 and 3. Then we move on to the next prime number, that is 3, and we get 1 in the last row. So, what will be the LCM of 6, 8 and 12? It will be 2 into 2 into 2 into 3, that is 24. Now, we have to find the multiples of 24 and find the smallest three-digit number. So, the multiples of 24 are 24, 48, 72, 96, 120, and we can get more, but 120 is the smallest three-digit number, which is exactly divisible by 6, 8 and 12. So, the answer is 120 is the smallest three-digit number, exactly divisible by 6, 8 and 12. Children, with this problem I end this session, but before we wind up, let's look at the homework that I have given. This is problem number 5 of exercise 3.7. Solve it in your notebook. Thank you.